I'm going to be talking about cellular respiration, specifically glycolysis and the formation of acetyl CoA. Glycolysis is the metabolic pathway that converts glucose into pyruvate. It takes one molecule of glucose and makes 2-pyruvate in order to produce ATP and NADH. Glycolysis is anaerobic, meaning that it does not need oxygen during its cycle. Glycolysis takes place in the cytoplasm, specifically in the cytosol. Glycolysis begins with one molecule of glucose, which is a simple sugar made up of 6 carbons. This molecule of glucose provides most of the energy for the cell. As soon as the glucose molecule enters the cytosol, a phosphate group attaches to the last carbon, creating glucose 6-phosphate, also known as substrate-level phosphorylation. One ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, is given up by the glucose molecule. In order to complete this step, another phosphate group is added, and another ATP molecule is given up. The adding and subtracting of different phosphates creates fructose 1,6-biphosphate. Next, the 6-carbon molecule now gets split into 2 3-carbon molecules. Next, another phosphate group is attached to each molecule, making them glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Next, 2 NAD come from the mitochondria to collect electrons and hydrogen ions. After picking up the 2 electrons, the hydrogen ion NAD is now called NADH and now leaves the cycle. Next, both molecules lose a phosphate group, which then produces ATP. The 2 molecules are now made up of 3 carbons and 1 phosphate group and is called 3-phosphoglycerate. In order to continue on with the cycle, each molecule must rearrange. While doing this, 2 molecules of H2O will be lost. These newly rearranged molecules are called phosphoendipyruvate. Next, the final 2 phosphate groups break off of the molecules and combine with ADP to make ATP. Now, each pyruvate molecule goes into a process into the mitochondria called the citric acid cycle. Each pyruvate molecule takes part in a reaction that involves NAD and a coenzyme called coenzyme A. This reaction produces 1 molecule of CO2, 1 molecule of NADH, and 1 acetyl CoA. Acetyl CoA is a 2-carbon acetyl co-group that binds 2 coenzyme A's. And that was our journey through cellular respiration, specifically glycolysis and the formation of acetyl CoA. Hope you enjoyed it.